All right, so let's jump into the Q&A. If you want to get involved in the Q&A, please subscribe to the channel, become a member. We usually look at those things first. Not necessarily people we know, but people that we see a lot. We're definitely going to read your comments and react to them. So make sure you leave comments on videos, become a subscriber, become a member. All those things help get your comments read or questions answered, is what it really comes down to. Now, Mark Crockford says about Khamzat Chimaev, he says, I can tell you one thing, Khamzat is not going to KO DDP. Not going to happen. Good luck to Dricus. So, and we've seen a lot of this. I mean, I know some of you are stunned when you see these things, especially if you're a Khamzat fan. You cannot believe it. But we're seeing more and more of this as we get closer to this fight. But they said the same thing about Robert Whittaker. Khalid 7-9. Khamzat will submit DDP in round 1. So there you go. Mark Crawford responds to his own comment. I think you are underestimating DDP. Khamzat may submit him, but I seriously doubt it. So that's where those two are. And this is the average fan in the UFC, right? These are average fans. This is what it looks like. People are going back and forth. And this is why we pay to see these fights, because we don't know what's going to happen. I mean, Khamzat's number 1 in the dude list, but Dricus is number 4. So it's going to be interesting, but you already know who we got. You don't got to wait for the prediction. You already know what time it is. EP Man is back, says these top fighters are hoping that DDP wins at UFC 319 so that they don't have to face Chimaev. Yeah, I agree. They might have watched Khamzat's training videos with Olympic wrestlers and thought, dang, this guy wrestling every day. And he already looked on par with top Olympic wrestlers. I don't want this smoke, man. Yeah. I mean, most fighters want to stand and strike. There's some fighters that just want to go to the ground. And if their opponent can't stop it, it's going to be a long night. And when you see a guy like this take Olympic wrestlers to the ground with ease, yeah, you don't want that smoke. And EP Man is right on par with what he's saying. One more on Khamzat. Kings Amon, OG says, we know what's going to happen. DDP will throw those huge looping punches, and Khamzat will time it and take him down with ease. DDP has one chance, and it's a KO punch. Khamzat will dominate without a doubt. Yeah. And we're not going to disagree with you. We're not going to disagree with you. We absolutely believe what you're saying. Now, the question to me really is, will Khamzat go right in for the takedown, which obviously DDP is expecting. So will it be a little bit of gamesmanship for the first minute or two? Will Khamzat make it appear like he's trying to strike and then wait for DDP to relax and then go in for the takedown? That's what I want to see, because I think DDP is expecting it, although everyone expects it and no one can stop it. So if I'm Khamzat, I'm just going right in for it immediately without a doubt, right? I mean, he's done it to Usman, he did it to Robert Whittaker, so that's just the way you continue doing it. And Usman at the time was like 95% or maybe even 100% takedown defense. So we'll see what Khamzat wants to do. Now, in terms of Curtis Blades and Rizvan Kuniev, which if you missed that fight last night, Blades won by split decision. Tavone, I believe, says Kuniev won that. Blades was lucky. That fight ruined my parlay with Fiziev and Roundtree. Wow, that would have been a great parlay. Fiziev, Kuniev, Roundtree. And, it gets broken up by a split decision. That stinks. I've been there. At Dig says, wow, he dominated so much. Talking about our video saying Jamahal Hill will dominate Khalil Roundtree Jr. And, go ahead and give it to us. We deserve it. We're 9-12 on the year. It's been a terrible year. Our wins and losses are right on par where they've always been. Right up and down the card, our wins and losses are equal to what they are every year. We're usually over 100 wins and losses by the end, right? Like 300 plus wins, 200 plus losses, right? We're usually plus 100 overall. We're headed that way right now. But in the main event, we're just struggling. And that thing gets highlighted when you're 9-12 on the year. So go ahead and give it to me. I deserve it, man. It is what it is. And here's more. Grizio, I believe, says, just pack it in, bro. Yep. Then you got another one just laughing at me. That's all good. And Slim Jimmy said Hill dominated. Yeah. So, people are getting on me today. I expect it. We actually get more comments when we're wrong. So it's kind of good for the show sometimes. At Brim says, should be titled Jamahal Hill will get dominated. Ha ha ha. Yeah, maybe I should go change the title. BMG Park after two eye pokes, uh, a knee, a cut, and a swollen eye. Are you kidding me? I know. And you know what? During that fight, I was running back and forth. To be honest with you, I had to go get some air condition again because it's 90 to 100 degrees in the shed right now. So I was tracking the fight, but I had to take a break at that time. And I missed certain aspects of it. When I'm tracking, I'm looking at the ESPN app as the stats. And then the fight stopped for like 3 or 4 minutes. I'm like, what is going on? Which was great because I got some extra AC. But I kind of missed what was going on there. That's not a fight I wanted to miss, but it just turned out that way that I had to miss that one in order to make it through uh, the next four fights or however many fights came after that. But yeah, that was a long, drawn out fight, one of the many decisions on the night. In terms of Paulo Costa and Roman Kopylov, you should have bet on Paulo's pullout. I know, right? I mean, that's like a 50-50 coin flip right now. It might even be 60-40 for the pullout. So not much to be made there. At Brandon Cuffey says, Blades better wrestler. If not, this is even on the feet, in my opinion. And of course, that was before the fight on the prediction. And it turned out that he was right. I mean, these guys that really go for takedowns, it was kind of even on the feet. That's what led to the split decision. And you could make an argument either way. Of course, there's more arguments being made that Kuniev should have won, of course, because Blades won. If Blades would have lost, they would have said it was the home crowd that got him the win. The judges were swayed. So either way, the judges can't get this fight right. So, I mean, but that's what the people are talking about, right? That's why you want to get involved in the Q&A. We're curious to see what you say. We put up polls from time to time, although we've been a little lazy on that lately. But we want to know what you have to say. We want to talk about it, want to react to it. So get involved and leave your comments.